Hello there, let us take a moment to examine free will as it relates to the idea of God. In previous discussions we identified God as being omnipotent, omniscient, and perfect. The question is, if there is a God possessing these attributes, can man have free will? The problem of omnipotence was well stated, in that the only way we can have free will is if we are allowed to do so. It was suggested that, if God allows us to have free will, he would then have to hold a share of the guilt for our actions. After all, he would be able to stop us when we are bad. Unfortunately, if he were to stop us when we are about to misuse our freedom, then we would not actually have free will. We would have only a limited menu of predetermined options when presented with any stimulus. Therefore, God cannot both allow free will and police our actions. If the gift of free will cost the ability to restrain its use, would God share in some of the responsibility of our actions? In the sense that no actions would be taken anywhere without people having arrived to take them, yes, he shares responsibility. This is not to suggest that he should be blamed for the atrocities created by evil persons exercising free will. The blame for atrocity rests rightly on the hands committing it. Blaming God for the actions of evil men is akin to blaming car manufacturers for the deaths caused by automobiles. It is not the automobile that caused death, it was the individual misusing it. Moreover, far more good than harm has come from car manufacture, in rightly seeing the responsibility for atrocity belongs to the persons committing it. Good persons can see their role as the limiters of atrocity. This is why it is rightly said that all that is necessary for the triumph of evil is that good men do nothing. This brings us to omniscience. Can we have free will if a being already knows what all of our responses to any given stimulus will be? Let us return to the example of the automobile. If you are driving a car upon a highway and the road banks to the left, then I can know with a great degree of certainty that you will choose to turn left. This is not to say that you have been forced to turn with the road. You have many options: stopping, continuing straight, or even turning right or completely around. For a being possessing omniscience, all choices are this obvious. Perfection. If God is perfect and the creator of the universe, then we must accept that this universe is exactly what God intended it to be. The existence of atrocity tells us that evil is a part of the universe. It also supports the assertion that we are in possession of free will. In possessing perfection, we can know that the universe does not need and will not receive any further intervention from the Creator. Because we have shown we possess free will, we can see that the reins of our destiny lie within our own hands, as do the consequences of their misuse. In this sense, the sins of one generation can pass to the next. For if we fail to correct or halt the agenda of evil or misguided persons, then we leave the inheritance of misery and resistance to our children. This is why it is also said that 2 hands working accomplish more than 1,000 hands clasped in prayer.